Hi, this is Dr. Chandra Smallwood, and this video is a little different. I've been dealing with some things like in my life that have been overwhelming, and they all kind of hit at the same time. I could kind of feel my anxiety increase. I want to talk about how I control that anxiety in stressful times, such as the one that I'm in. This is like as real life as it can get, because almost every aspect of my life is in like kind of in a valley right now. In a valley, there's mountains, there's valleys, and I've had many mountains, many valleys. Right now it just happens to be one of those times, but we're gonna get through. Like even right now, I can feel the tightness in my back from the anxiety, which is from my sympathetic nervous system being turned on because I feel stressed and threatened, and I'm not focusing as much on the present as I should, but I'm thinking about these other things that are happening around me. So as I focus on the present, I just want to talk about my process. Since I'm not a new Christian, but I'm a newly renewed Christian. The first place I've gone right now is to God and to prayer. There's a lot of strength in prayer, as most people know. That's first. I've been doing morning prayers for the last couple of days to start my day off in the right mindset, in the right way. I've also been listening to uplifting speakers, especially when it comes to business, such as Myron Golden, because my goal right now is to become an entrepreneur so I have more time with my girls. And I do love being a pharmacist. However, I would like to potentially do it more on a part-time basis and help people full-time, specifically with their anxiety and stuff. As well as filling my mind with positive or religious like principles and things from like YouTube, or mostly YouTube right now. Because even the church that I attend is on YouTube. So other than that, at a time like this, I will not watch TV, but I will only watch things that inspire me. Nothing, no death, no destruction, nothing evil. And I'm a horror film person. I like to be scared, but not when I'm in an anxious place. As well as not being late. When I know that I am in a more stressful state, I will make sure to wake up earlier and go to bed earlier. Last night I went to bed about 9:30, 9:40, and I woke up at 4:30 this morning. I actually didn't have the best sleep anyway. I think when my alarm went off at 4:30, I was kind of relieved to wake up because it just was not good quality sleep. But anyway, I woke up early. I had to get my tire changed at 9, which I'm on my way to now. And I called to take a few days off of work because I really need to take my time and deal with how I'm feeling. And even though I'm not really the type to miss work, I need to know when I need to just focus on myself. You need to know when you just need to focus on you. I am relying on my faith right now to get me through the questions in my mind that I don't know the answers to, or I don't really know what to do, as well as trying to make sure I think logically and not let my emotions overwhelm me, even though it's hard because a lot of the many things that I'm dealing with, there's about 4 major things. They all are affecting me in an emotional manner, either anger or sadness or overwhelm. I'm trying to make sure that I stay in a positive place where I'm paying attention to myself. I've been working out the last 3 days. The gym is very important for me when it comes to my mental health. And so when I go through stressful times, like I need to work out. I need to get those endorphins going and make sure I'm on a healthy path, as well as eating healthy. Don't eat fast food when you're in feeling stressful. No fried foods, no anything that's hard to digest. If you can do mostly fruits and vegetables, that is ideal. Lean meats. But I think the hardest thing is when we feel stressed and stuff, we may not want to cook. I bought some pre-made salads from Trader Joe's. I did make breakfast this morning, but I really only eat bacon and eggs. And I had a little bit of rice and beans because I had some left over from food that I bought over the weekend. As well as water. Water is very important. When I know I'm in a stressful place in my mind, I try to focus on taking care of my body because I can stay present in that. Mindful eating, mindful everything, mindful showering. When I'm sad, I tend to take a lot of showers. It's a very relaxing place for me. I like the warmth, I like the steam, and I can kind of meditate and know that no one can bother me in a warm space. Also, I'm allowing myself to be open with my communication. One of the things that is bothering me has to do with another person, and I had some things I wanted to say, nothing mean, so I said what I felt, and I allowed myself to say what I felt in order to vent. Not really vent, because it wasn't anything bad. It was actually very positive. It was just kind of like putting out there how I felt. Like, it's hard to tell sometimes if someone knows how you feel, and I didn't really know, so I decided to put it out there to get it off my chest and to kind of make sure that we end up on the same page. I also reached out to people to help me with my daughters because right now I need a little bit of extra support, and when I need support, I ask. I may not always get the support that I need, but I gotta make sure to ask. That's my responsibility as a mom, to make sure that I do the things that allow my babies to be safe and to be happy and healthy as much as possible. I really want to focus on their mental health and giving them as much stability as I can with me living my own life, because we all know that our parents raised us and they tried their best, and it wasn't always the best, maybe for us or for them, but they did what they had to do and it affects us. But we have to forgive them. I am big on radical acceptance because we have to accept what is. It is what it is at the end of the day. No matter how emotional we feel about it, it kind of is what it is. And I spent yesterday allowing myself to ask questions. Like, why is it like this? Like, just questions to God, questions to myself. How did you let this happen? And then for trying to forgive myself for things that I've done that have made my life harder than it needs to be, as well as the positive stuff, the positive thinking, the fitness, the eating, the radical acceptance. Today my focus is staying present in the things that I do. Even though I'm going to take a few days off of work later on this week, I'm going to go in today after I'm getting my tire changed right now. After I get my tire changed, in order for me to get through the day, I'm going to have to focus on what I'm doing and make that my present purpose. Because I have to see patients and I have to support them. And sometimes for people who aren't in the medical field, sometimes your practitioners, they go through stuff too. They have lives. And it's hard for them at times. I feel like I have more of a responsibility to get my mental health to a good place since I work in mental health. And sometimes it's harder than other times. And it's also hard when I know exactly what to do or I know different coping mechanisms and maybe I don't know which one is the best for me at the moment, or so I'm trying to be logical if I'm in an emotional place so I know what to do. However, am I going to do it? With my overwhelming feelings that I'm having right now, I really need to journal, but I'm also focusing on doing some things online for work and everything. I kind of put the journaling aside, which I need to pick up because I know that everything I'm feeling and me judging myself and needing to forgive myself for certain things is a journaling moment, because when we journal, we don't judge ourselves as much. I will be doing that. I just have not yet. I allowed myself to have brunch with a friend yesterday, which I sometimes don't do when I'm in a stressed place. I always vent. Like I try to talk to people and not keep things built up because I'm not really good with things being built up. But I had a good brunch with a friend that I used to work with, and it was nice to just sit and talk about like random stuff. We did talk about the things that I was kind of going through, but we talked about all sorts of different things. And he's writing a book, and he was telling me about that, and that was really interesting and kind of cool to listen to. What else am I going to do? I did not focus on cleaning. I did some cleaning because I have 2 toddlers, so you can imagine that my house is cluttered a lot of the time. But I didn't focus on cleaning this weekend because the cleaning never goes away. It's just like it's a cycle. The laundry, I did do all the laundry. I didn't fold it all. I just washed it all. So we can start off the week with our clothes clean. But I didn't focus on cleaning because sometimes cleaning gets us away from the things we really should be doing. Because we've been cleaning for so long, our whole life, not our whole lives, but when we learn to clean from children, we've been cleaning. Like, cleaning is easy. Cleaning is sometimes therapeutic and soothing. Sometimes I'll do it when I should be doing other things. This weekend, when I didn't have my daughters, I was focused on getting the things done that I need to get done, such as my Etsy store stuff, planning my next YouTube video. I'm selling some digital products to help with anxiety. I just finished my first one. It's an ebook on helping parents deal with anxiety in their kids, and it talks a lot about how anxiety goes from parent to child, as well as what to look for in your kids, as well as how to help them. Because I want to make as much of an anxious-free world for my daughters as I can. No, that's hard because anxiety just continues to get worse and worse, and I think it kind of comes with social media, which is not going away anytime soon. And it's high for us really also because of the pandemic. By the time my girls are older, the pandemic will be like this old time in history way back when. Even though they were both born, they're gonna think like, dang, that was like 20 years ago. It's funny. But I really want to help make an anxious-free world as much as possible. Those are my main ways that I'm getting through this right now. It's really focusing on me staying healthy, me staying grounded, me staying in the Word, me staying prayed up, and me also crying when I need to cry. I don't need to cry right now, or I would, but I don't need to. But I did yesterday, and I did. And if I have to cry later, then I will. And I won't. I'm not going to beat myself up for it. Hopefully this helps someone. I wanted to give a mindset, or when you deal with anxiety, when you deal with overwhelming feelings, there's a lot of many different ways to deal with it, but I recommend just continuing to work on it until you find the right combo of coping mechanisms for you, the right way of getting everything done for you. I almost forgot. Please like, subscribe, and share.